Okay.
Can you come here? Is it nice to do it like this, or do you have more like a closer one?
Okay.
So, how are
Yeah,
you
it's
doing,
recording.
Yako?
How am I doing?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's a bland Saturday, but I'm doing okay.
How would you describe the weather?
White, gray, empty. Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to Berlin is because of the weather. It was either California or Berlin. And eventually I chose to go to Berlin because I feel like even though the weather is going to be like this most days, which is very windy, cold, and empty and gray, Berlin as a city definitely makes up for that. I think that like you can always fall back on each other, and it has a great form of community and sense of freedom. The weather definitely affects how we feel as humans. I don't think anyone cannot be affected by the weather. I think that when it's winter, our like the deepest, like darkest moment of winter in the middle, and there's like 5 hours of light, only rain and snow and wind and coldness. I don't think anyone can thrive in that. But I think the trick in that is to be able to find energy within yourself. I mean, for me, it was realizing I can't escape the weather. One way or another, I'm gonna experience winter. One way or another, I'm gonna experience all of the seasons, and life literally can't always be sunshine. So it is being able to find energy and motivation within yourself, even when it's dark outside at 5 p.m., being able to say to yourself, I still want to go outside, I still want to go for a run, or I still want to go out with my friends, or I still want to do this or do that, and not let it affect you. And realizing that even though every day is the same and it seems never ending, winter could not exist without summer, and that's why summer is maybe even better in that aspect because we can contrast it in the times where we were unmotivated and sad, and now we can finally have a break from that and celebrate. So it's necessary. I think that even in days like this, even in winter, we need to see the beauty of it. And I think days like these, when the weather is literally like the clouds are literally only white above us, I like to see it as a canvas, which will be painted again, but right now it's just empty. And that's fine.
So my grandmother was somebody who I spent a lot of time with when I was younger, and for each summer, my mom would send me back to Hungary to spend some time with her. And we were living in Las Vegas, so out there like rain wasn't. The weather was basically just hot and unbearable every day of the year. So going to Hungary where it actually snowed and it actually rained and everything was always a very fun experience for me. I enjoyed being able to go to somewhere like that. So my grandmother always took me outside when I was there and it was raining, because she told me if I were to walk through the rain, it would make me grow taller when I was older. And I'm not sure if it worked or not. I'm taller than a few, but I could have probably done with a few more walks in it. But after a while, I started liking it so much that my grandmother, she was very sassy, and she told me that because I liked to jump in puddles when I was little. I really liked jumping in puddles. My grandmother told me that instead of jumping in every single puddle, if I jumped in every second one, it would bring me good luck. And I'm pretty sure that after I started doing it and jumping in every second puddle, my grandmother then turned it to 3 and then to 4. And I don't think it ever brought me any good luck, I'm not gonna lie. Somehow got it. So yeah, that's my grandmother and I.
Okay, can I go? So, right now we're in Berlin. It's really fucking cold. Yeah, 'cause really cold. um, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I mean, I'm definitely a summer person. I don't really get people that are like, "Oh, I love the rain." Like, I feel like I don't know. I just why? Like, why would you like it? I feel like the French people do that. It's just I don't get it, but um, I mean, like, of course, I've like there's like some scientific part of it. Like the sun definitely like gives you more energy in general, and like you need it. But I feel like I don't know. There's just like something about summer, and like it might be that we don't have work or like school, but there's just like a freedom to it. It's just really nice, and well, I think before we were talking about colors, the autumn colors definitely like are almost like kind of like a hint of hope in the middle of like all the grayness and whiteness that's all around, and um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like winter definitely just the staying inside, it just makes you think more, and then like you overthink the problems you already had, while summer just kind of makes it easier to not think about it, and then kind of makes it go away, I guess. And yeah.
I think in terms of the weather, I'm pretty in sync with the seasons, maybe. In the Netherlands, it's quite a big difference between autumn and summer and spring. And I was talking with my mother about this really, and she was like, yeah, our lives are pretty much in sync with it, also in terms of colors for me, very much. I really love the autumn colors of yellow and darker red. Actually, the scarf that Yoko is wearing, I think, is my favorite color. But also just in general, yeah, my activities really change, and my feelings as well. When it's winter, I spend more time inside, obviously. In summer, my activities are outside, and I do feel happier, I think, in summer. It is definitely like a cliche to say that you're happier in summer, but also I think a lot of activities associated with summer are very happy for me. It's a lot of like I work on the beach, which gives me a lot of joy, which doesn't happen in the winter. I'm more in the water. I'm more playing outside, and I associate summer with just happiness, and I think also family time. I'm used to spending a lot of time with my family in the summer and like doing big outdoor trips. So it really reminds me of this one song by John Mayer, because he says a little bit of summer is what the whole year is all about. And I always thought that was very accurate for me. I was always like, summer, summer, there we go. So, yeah. Cause a little bit of summer's what the whole year's all about.
Woo! Oh my god.